Hello, my dear students. Very good morning to all. Hope you're all doing good. Stay home, stay safe. Today, we are going to discuss about a serious topic, deforestation. Why I am saying so? We all know that forests are the lungs of our Mother Earth. But by cutting millions and millions of trees every day, we are making our Mother Earth suffocating more and more. In order to protect our Mother Earth from deforestation activities and in order to protect ourselves, we should know about the causes, effects, and control measures of deforestation. Before entering into the topic, we should know about Amazon forest. In between 2015 and 2016, Amazon lost around 8,000 square kilometers of its forest cover, which is nearly equivalent to 10 times of New York City. 451 million trees have been cut down, and it is an alarming increase of 29%, which is equivalent to 1.14 million football fields. So it is our responsibility to protect the forest, and we should talk more about that. Deforestation is the permanent removal of trees or standing forest either by human or natural activities, but the human activities are having intention to make the land available for other uses. In 2009, India ranked 10th worldwide in the amount of forest loss. Fortunately, in 2018, we have recovered from that, and Brazil is the number one country in clearing forest in a cruel manner. Apart from that, Indonesia, Malaysia, Guinea, Cameroon, so many countries are clearing forests for their industrial or domestic expansions. What are the major causes of deforestation? Nature being a smaller cause like earthquake, floods are causing smaller quantity of deforestation, but majority of the deforestation is caused by man-made activities like agricultural expansion, developmental activities, mining activities, forest fires, fuel and industrial needs. Now we are going to see about each causes in detail. First one is agriculture or agricultural expansion or shifting cultivation. According to the Food and Agricultural Organization's report, agriculture causes around 80% of deforestation. So, agriculture is the greatest threat to forest. Among that, 33% of the deforestation is consequence of subsistence agriculture. That is agriculture for survival, producing food crops, not for commercial purpose. Commercial agriculture causes around 40% of the forest loss. For example, soybeans, palm oil, beef, etc. are causing 40% of the forest loss. It is also interesting to note down that livestock is responsible for about 14% of global deforestation. So it is clear that majority of the deforestation is caused by agricultural expansions. The next major cause is developmental activities or urbanization. We all know that the population is increasing alarmingly every year. In order to cater the needs of all the population and to make housings and settlements, we are clearing forest in a faster manner. And then construction of roads, rails, ports or airports to transport the goods between the people from forest to the settlements and to transport spices, fruits, minerals, etc. So 10% of the deforestation is attributed to new infrastructures, and actually the transportation and the transformation of lives and energy generation is causing serious deforestation. And the next causes mining activity. So simply mineral exploration and also mineral excavation, oil and mining of coal, etc. requires huge or vast area of forest land. So it not only clears forest and also pollutes huge area in the forest. So and to transport the excavated minerals and to transport the coal or the oil or petroleum products, we are constructing roads in the forest, So it is also intensifying the deforestation activities in a greater manner. And then forest fires. So sometimes natural fires are causing serious deforestation, but they are rare. But once caused, it becomes intense. Human-led fires are commonly used to clear the land for agricultural use. First, the valuable timbers in the forest are harvested for either furnitures or some other uses, and then the remaining vegetation is set fire. So it leads to clearing of forest in a faster manner. For example, in 2019, Brazil, the human-led fires are increased about 80%. So 80,000 fire burns are happened in Brazil by humans. That is, the human-led fires are 80,000 in the year 2019. So it is a serious issue. We must protect the forest from human-led fires. The next major cause is the timber extraction or firewood or fuel requirements. We all know that firewood and charcoal are the substances extracted from forests which are used as fuel. And in order to transport the cut down timber and firewood and charcoal, we are actually chopping more number of timbers also. So sometimes we are thinking that there are economically unattractive trees are there, but the fact is these trees contribute biological and ecological metabolisms in a greater manner, and we should protect those trees also in a greater way. And then the industrial developments and requirements. Again, the increasing population needs more amount of products in all industries. And here we are getting the goods from the forest and we are transporting them like coal, oil, natural gas. So it needs large number of constructions, transformation in infrastructures and transportations. For example, wood-based industries like paper, matchsticks, furniture need large amount of wood supply. Here is a GIF image which shows how the forests are cleared from the year 1973 to 2010. The pink area shows the cleared forest area or the industries are developed in that place. So for example, so the green areas are forest earlier. Now these green areas are turned pink. Those are industries that the forests are cleared in a faster manner. And then what are the harmful effects or impacts of deforestation? So many losses are there. In fact, we are losing everything because of deforestation. But the major things are listed here: loss of habitats, global warming or climate change or production of greenhouse gases, soil erosion or land degradation, destruction of homelands, loss of biodiversity or useful species, reduced water level, both in surface and also in underground. Now we are going to see about the harmful effects of deforestation in detail. The first one is the loss of habitats. It is the immediate effect caused as a result of deforestation. We are sitting simply in the cities and our homes, but we are not thinking about the animals which are taking the trees and plants as their own habitats, that is their living place. So one of the most dangerous and unsettling effects of deforestation is the loss of animal and plant species due to their loss of habitat. So once the habitat or living space is lost, the species suffers so much and they will get lost easily. For example, 70% of land animals and plant species live in forests. So not only deforestation threatens that species, but there are unknown species to us. They are also suffered because of deforestation. And the rainforest protects the shelter for this habitats by providing shade or cover or canopy that regulates the temperature of that species. But once the forests are cleared, the shade or cover is not available, hence they suffer from immediate temperature changes in their body. and they will be forced to die or forced to leave that place. And also here you can see once the trees are cut down, the species which are living in different habitats will come close together and they share their germs, which causes mixing up of various germs and production of new diseases. For example, we have got corona from bats, that is due to the interaction of different species. Here also in one picture you can see the vanishing chimps and habitat in 2015 in the Western African region. Here you can see the red region is the population of chimps which is decreasing day by day. By 2050 this area will be lost completely. So the immediate effect of deforestation is loss of habitats to the plants and animals. So they don't speak, but their extinction causes severe damage to us. So we must be careful about that. The next serious issue of deforestation is global warming or climate change or greenhouse emissions. We all know that deforestation not only removes the vegetation or causes loss of habitats, it helps in removing the carbon dioxide produced every day by us in industries or from automobiles or from our domestic usages. The act of clearing forest produces green gas emissions also. For example, the Food and Agricultural Organizations of the UN says that deforestation is the second leading cause of climate change. First is the burning of fossil fuels, that is burning of petroleum products like petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc., and also coal. So we must avoid usage of fossil fuels and we must avoid cutting down trees in order to protect our earth from greenhouse gas emissions. And then healthy forest absorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, acting as valuable carbon sinks. Deforested areas lose that ability and release more amount of carbon and carbon dioxide, which causes severe trouble to the earth by increasing the temperature of the earth. So deforestation accounts for nearly 20% of the greenhouse gas emissions. So every one of us knows that how greenhouse effect takes place. So the carbon dioxide which is produced acts as a screen and it does not allow the heat which is reflected from the earth's surface. So hence making the heat again reflected to the earth's surface and making our earth green. So here you can see the whole process. So the heat produced should be reflected to the atmosphere. But due to the carbon dioxide layer which is not allowing the heat to pass through, which reflects back and produces serious temperature rise. So food and agricultural account for 20% of the green gas emissions. We all know that most of the agricultural fields produces greenhouse gas emissions like methane. Deforestation is estimated to be responsible for 10 to 15% of all anthropogenic carbon dioxide emissions, that is the man-made carbon dioxide emissions. If we speak about tropical forests, they hold about 210 gigatons of carbon, so which is not at all an imaginable quantity. So that much of carbon are being sinked by the forest. But destruction of these trees has two big negative side effects. One is increase in greenhouse gas emissions, the another one is global warming. The next one is soil erosion and flooding. So we all know that the trees and the roots of the trees are the efficient blocks of water flow. So once the trees have cut down, the soil becomes very fragile and the water which is running through the soil make the soil with it and flow with all the nutrients present. So once the trees are cut down, the initial step is soil erosion. Then the soil becomes fragile and causes the land to degrade. So it moves from its own position to some other position, causing severe damage to the nearby people or nearby area. And the soil also loses its productivity due to the washing away of the surface nutrient soil. So trees help the land to retain water and the topsoil. So the sun blocking tree cover helps the soil to slowly dry out, which provides the rich nutrients to sustain additional forest life. So without forest, the soil erodes and washes away, causing farmers to move on and perpetuate the cycle. That is, once the soil erosion started happening, the farmers have to move some other place which is nutrient and they have to perpetuate the cycle. So once soil erosion happened, the barren land which is left is not useful for agriculture and it will becomes arid and semi-arid like that. So the soil becomes weak and also it will be responsible for flooding. The next important or the next most harmful effect is destruction of homelands. That is, we people simply cutting down trees and living in our own houses. But for the species of plants and animals, they are living in the forest. They don't have some other homelands to live. Similarly, not only the species, the human being also suffers huge. The indigenous people or the tribal peoples, they are the protectors of the forest. But due to our activity, they are losing their homeland and they are actually moving to some other places which is not suitable for them. So once they are forced to move to some other places, they will be suffering from huge number of embarrassments from us. They don't have sufficient lifestyle to incorporate here in the cities. They don't know to work with what we know. They actually become dependent on some other people and they are actually poorly paid for the work what they have done. So the level of immediacy is exponentially greater for indigenous peoples. So the deforestation immediately affects the indigenous peoples and also the plants and animals living there. So in order to make the homeland safe for the indigenous peoples and plants and animals, we must stop deforestation in the forest. So here you can see the destruction of homelands. So the blue color is the Indian homelands, that is the indigenous peoples of US. They are actually living in that blue lands. Nowadays, their lands have lost. They don't have any lands nowadays. So they have shifted to some other forest which is available. So such a cruel activity we have done for the indigenous people. So the indigenous people have two choices because of deforestation. So they have to migrate somewhere and they have to face the challenges of the new different life, or they have to stay and work for the industries or companies started there and they will get unfair wages and working under inhumane conditions. So the government of nations with rainforest in their borders often attempt to evict indigenous tribes because the indigenous tribes are the protectors of the forest. So to clear the forest, they are evicting the indigenous tribes and this is very shameful act. Loss of biodiversity. So apart from the harmful effects discussed, we will be having loss in biodiversity. So we all know that 80% of the earth's land, animals and plants live in forest and the most consequence of the deforestation is threat to biodiversity. So once the diversity is destroyed, it is difficult to make the ecosystem survive in a better way. So we are putting the entire ecosystems in danger, creating imbalances in the nature and putting the life at threat. So from mammals to birds, insects, amphibians or plants, forest is the home to many rare and fragile species. So they are very sensitive. Once the forest is cut down, they will lose their life and they will become extinct. So in the past, the forest was like this. In the future, it will be like this if we don't protect the forest. And the next serious issue is reduced water level. So according to Food and Agricultural Organization report in 2018, three-quarters of the year's fresh water comes from forested watersheds, that is from rainforest. And if we clear those forests, we won't get any water in the near future. And water quality is also affected seriously. In UN's 2018 State of the World's Forest report, it is found that over half the global population relies on forested watersheds for their drinking water as well as water used for agriculture industry. Only half of the population is relying on groundwater, other are relying on the forested watersheds. So for them, we have to protect the forest in order to get water sufficiently. So after knowing the harmful effects and serious damages caused by deforestation, we should protect the forest in serious manner and severe manner and also in faster manner. So we can contribute to the efforts of against, we should contribute again to the deforestation illegal activities by planting more trees where you can, by doing afforestation or reforestation. We should use less paper at home and also in the office, which means that we have to reduce unwanted usage of papers. Recycled products are very much beneficial in protecting the forest and we must recycle them again. And certified wood products are licensed that they are going to recycle the products and we have to use certified wood products and reducing its usage is very much essential. So consumption of meat is reviving the forest and reducing deforestation. We have discussed that 14% of deforestation in agriculture is accounted to livestock growth. So reduction in meat consumption causes good growth in trees and also in forest. So we should respect the rights of indigenous peoples, that is the tribes, and we should support the products of companies that are committed to reducing deforestation. So there are companies which says that they will surely recycle the products and they will help in reducing deforestation. So purchase those kind of products and raise awareness in your circle and community that deforestation is a shameful activity and we should not do that like that. You should create awareness in your circle and community. So every product that is made out of trees is recyclable. So practicing recycling is a greater help to protect the forest and it is very much important that don't use palm oil or products with palm oil. We all know that Malaysia and Indonesia are clearing their rainforest just for palm oil plantations. That is a commercial crop which is not at all necessary. But their economic growth and all, they are clearing the forest without knowing the future impacts. So here you can see it is an area in Indonesia. The forests are being made into palm oil plantations. The greener area is earlier forest. Now the pink and white area is the palm oil plantations. So avoid palm oil or even soybean oil in order to protect our forest. So once we avoid using these kind of oils, they won't extend, they won't expand their plantations and hence the forest will be protected. So we should support the NGOs and organizations they are fighting against deforestation and we should join a community forestry projects and we should plant trees whenever possible. And here you can see in Haiti, a simple group of people has grown this large forest in a shorter duration. You might have also heard about Jadhav, who has grown more trees and more forests in our country, and also the Timmaka. She has planted more number of trees and got Padma Shri in 2019, I think. So the change in farming practices can reduce deforestation. So instead of doing shifting agriculture, it is more feasible to use rotation cropping. So instead of planting simple or single crops, we have to do crop rotation so that we can protect the agricultural land also. So Protection Act should be amended and strictly followed so as to avoid illegal timber collection. So the act should be more intense, so the people will face more punishments if they cut trees. So thank you so much for listening. So not only for the exam point of view, as a responsible citizen of this world, we should protect the forest and we should raise our voice against deforestation. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.